Look what just came through the door. It's the catalytic converter that we need for the Supra for it to be street legal. And let's check what's inside. Of course. Something to drink coffee from.
So yeah, Qualitech, thank you very much. That's nice. Ooh, that's the cat.
That's the cat.
Oh yeah, that is the cat. And that is the cat. Is that too small?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Well, it looks about right.
That's probably good. Yeah, we can use that.
And then we have the V-band flanges for each side, so we can put on the test catalytic converter. So the way a V-band works is you have two of the V-band flanges, one for each side of the exhaust. You put them together. These one have a nice little ridge, so it stays locked and in position. Then you put the clamp on. And that keeps the two parts from not separating.
And that is exactly what we have up here. So we're going to have another one up here as well. New rubber for the Supra. These are actually real tires and good tires. These are not copy tires like normally we run because we are supposed to go through Europe with these tires. So they kind of have to work.
That's a good call.
Yeah, I thought that because I was kind of looking at different tires and I was looking at something we could do a proper burnout in.
Yeah.
And those tires are actually just as expensive as the Goodyear ones. So I thought, well, why don't we just buy proper tires, you know, that won't kill us doing 200 through Poland or something, and then we can do a burnout in. So let's do that. But these are new and it failed the inspection because of the tires were worn down, so let's get those on.
Rotation doesn't matter.
That's a good question.
So I know some tires are...
If it has inside and outside, then it doesn't have rotation. So guys, what we're talking about with the inside and outside and the rotation, let me just show you. It says outside right there. And the thing is, if the tire has an outside and an inside, that means that it doesn't have any rolling rotation because there's a difference on right side and left side. So let's just get them on. Yeah, you can't torque the wheels while they are not.
No, when they're not touching the ground.
We got denied in participating to Ultra Race, and that's probably because we don't have proper wheels on our car. Meaning that, you know, we have copy wheels because we have like 15 cars and it's really, really expensive to spend, I don't know, 10,000 euros on a set when you have 15 cars. We can't afford that. And the copy wheels are really, really tight in here. So we have to have this insanely tight little top. And you cannot imagine how much time we spend looking for this little piece of shit. We're just attaching the wheels and then we can put the car down and we can torque it. We torque them 140. And that is because when you torque them 140, yes, it's a little bit much, but then you don't have to retorque them. Typically, you don't have to retorque them when you're driving. And that is not a professional advice. Please do not sue us because that is not what we are saying. That's just what we are doing. But how much are you torquing your wheels? Let us know.
He's saying that's what we do, but that's not really what we do.
That's what I do.
That's what you do. So normally on winter tires, on the steel tires, I torque them 130 and aluminium 110.
Yeah.
But I also retorque my wheels after the first drive.
I tried to torque them as much as I wanted and with an electric impact, and I actually torqued them so much so I broke the rim.
Yeah.
So I've tried that.
Well, I actually lied. On steel, I just do 5 doggy-doggers.
Fine. Oh, that's, yeah, okay.
It looks fairly easy.
Yeah, but it's only attached in 2 places, right?
Yeah. The front here
Yeah.
and at the muffler.
If you get it loose over there,
Yeah.
I'll get it loose over here.
The V-band was actually also kind of loose.
Okay, that's a problem. Where did all that go? Wow. That is not supposed to be empty. This is a catalytic converter that works. It's full of stuff. This is a catalytic converter that doesn't work. It's not full of stuff. So let's get this cut down, let's get the V-band on, and let's see where that gets us. Voila!
Good job.
So the way a catalytic converter works, by the way, is creating restriction within the exhaust, and restriction causes friction, and friction causes heat, and the heat basically burns down the gases that we don't want into something that is less unwanted. And this is also why a catalytic converter, when you run with it, it does tend to eat horsepower, at least sometimes. So this needs to be on the back side. So this is kind of to the engine, this is to the air. So this needs to be on the back side. We need to remember that when we weld it. So Urs just said something really intelligent again.
So what I do, I use masking tape because it's not very flexible to the sides. So you can just do like this and go all the way around, and you can kind of feel if it's straight or not on the tape. Then you can just cut it around, and you will always meet at the exact same spot when you do the full circle with a angle grinder.
So let's get this extension welded to the catalytic converter, and then get the V-bands welded to either side of that, at least tacked, and let's get the V-band tacked onto the exhaust. Let's get everything up, and then, basically align it, and then we can weld it. We need to get these to be equal length so we can switch between them, and for that reason we need to extend this short one with this long one. And the reason why this is longer than this is because this is a 100 cells and this is a 200 cells, and they just vary in length and design, whatever. And this is completely gone. It probably just ejected the catalytic converter on the freeway when doing flames. It's probably why that's gone.
That might be true.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get this welded. So we need to get the car down, and we need to get the battery off it, because otherwise we risk frying the engine management unit.
Okay. Well, maybe we can put the exhaust hanger The right way?
Yeah, we should fix that. It's one of those temporary solutions that tend to become permanent because they work.
You usually want to have the exhaust hanging as far up as you can.
Yeah, you want it up alongside the bottom of the car, right?
Yeah.
And this actually looks, pretty decent. It's following the contour. It's not that low down here. Where it's lowest, it's because we need to clear the suspension. That looks good. And
There's not much room on the top.
yeah, on the hot part.
What?
Hole. Hole. I think I welded the wrong V-band. So that should be a male and this should be a female. And it's not. So this should have been turned around. So it doesn't have a recess. It's not a major thing. It's just annoying.
Crap.
Yeah. Again, it's not like a big problem, but it means that it's gonna be stabilized only by this.
Yeah, but the other one?
The other one is okay.
The other one's good.
The other one is okay. Nice. It's not going anywhere.
We have to give it a slap.
It has to get a slap, yeah.
So new tires, torqued, catalytic converter, done.
Yeah, so we have a couple of things here we need to have a look at in the back as well, because that is pretty messed up, and that is okay.
Pretty messed up.
Yeah, have a look at that.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
But it probably wasn't anything.
Yeah, but I think if we just tighten it enough, because it can actually, it's a pretty durable hole. If we just tighten it enough, it will hold in place.
Yeah, but you need a...
I need something on the back of that, I know. What are you thinking? Oh, that's actually a good point. Look at the nice little details that we did. Just need to do that on the other side. And now we are continuing to that quarter panel.
Yeah, the rear spats. As you can see, the old one actually was broken.
Yeah, that doesn't look right.
So we do have to figure something out. And then we do have to glue it back. Let's see if there's still some power left. Pretty good.
For you, this is a second later. For us, this is considerably more than a couple of days, because we now have the Supra registered. It has license plates. It's been through inspection. It took a couple of times to get it through inspection.
Yeah, we had to fix the catalyzer. We have to fix the rear tires. And what more do we have to fix?
I think lights.
Yeah.
Had to fix as well. That was actually a problem. So it wasn't as easy as we expected, but we managed to get it driving, and it has license plates. And in Denmark, you can't have license plates unless your car is road legal and insured and everything. So that means we can drive it.
Yeah. So we still need to fix a couple of small things. We have to fix the tachometer. We have to fix the ECU mounting. Right now it's just laying at the feet. We have to build some plate to protect it.
Yeah, you're actually kicking the ECU when you're driving. So if you're sitting passenger, you're actually kicking the ECU. That's not so good.
Yeah, we actually at the dyno, we suddenly couldn't start the car.
Oh yeah, we need to look at that as well.
Yeah, so there is definitely something that we have to fix.
There is a month till EuroRally.
Yeah, I think it was the 1st of May.
Yeah.
It begins.
So we have a month to fix all the stuff that's still broken on the Supra and probably give it some kind of a visual look that doesn't make it look like a grandpa car.
We probably have to drive a couple of kilometers just to be sure.
Yeah, I've been driving it a little bit. You've been driving it a little bit, and it does drive. And you're not completely satisfied with the suspension. You think it drives like the Datsun. It kind of shifts direction, and I don't really like that.
No.
It's not predictable.
And that's in dry weather.
That's not right. Yeah, it's not wheel spin. It's just there is maybe something we should look at. One more thing. We have started a cooperation with Autobrand, who helps us edit our videos and make our content better. So give us some feedback on whether you think this video format that we have chosen now is even better than the previous one. And if you need anyone to help you edit your video or do some awesome shoots, reach out to Autobrand. We can definitely recommend those guys.
Yeah, and link is in the description.
Definitely. So thank you very much and see you next time. Bye.